fairness, I committed insider trading by manipulating the markets and call sheet, and now I'm going to be investing.
Where he gets out, the seals clapping every single time like Trump does something.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep fucking bringing up Jay Jones because he's the most pertinent.
You're fed up with this crap, is what we say.
Well, they are.
They legalized theft. They've, banning barbecues. They're doing all this crazy shit.
Here, John Thune has refused to pass the Save America Act. He has refused to fund ICE and Border Patrol. He's blocked Trump's recess appointments, and now he's taken a 10-day vacation until the beginning of June. And he's probably going to extend it through June.
The moment John Cornyn refused to back the Save America Act, especially when Ken Paxton won the primary, the moment that he said that he would be dropping out if Cornyn voted for the Save America Act, that was the moment that Trump was going to endorse Paxton. It was not a matter of if, it was a matter of when. Because Cornyn showed that he did not give a fuck about the Save America Act.
And people need to understand, Trump gave them plenty of opportunities. Plenty of time to do it, and they said, "Fuck you, we're not going to do it because, well."
And now you have Collins and Murkowski and Thune saying, "How dare Trump?" My brothers and sisters in secular state religion, you were given multiple opportunities. You were given multiple opportunities by Trump to vote on the Save America Act and continue having the MAGA Inc. people in charge. But John Cornyn decided that sticking to his principles and being a slimy piece of shit was more important than keeping his career. He got incredibly cocky. He knew that $100 million wasn't going to do enough to save him relatively with price to performance, but he knew that was going to be enough to put him ahead in the first round. And Trump saw through it because Paxton called his fucking bluff. The moment March 5th, 2026, Ken Paxton saying he would drop out if Cornyn backed the Save America Act. Cornyn refused to. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when Trump was going to endorse Cornyn. And I called it the moment we saw Trump said he had his mind made up for a long time and he was just waiting for it. I'm sorry. If Trump was going to endorse Cornyn with that sentence in mind, he would have done that immediately.
John F. Kennedy is coming back. Are you looking at the Georgia Lieutenant Governor primary on the Republican side?
Did you not see George Washington in the Kentucky Senate primary?
Oh my gosh!
He is leading with 30% of the
John F. Kennedy, 28. Oh my gosh! What the hell?
What a hero!
He's gonna be the Lieutenant Governor nominee, bro.
Oh, we have another drop. We have another drop with Massey. Campbell County just came in, and Massey is losing it by 9.
It's over.
Okay,
it's fucking over.
13% in, with 13% in.
If that keeps up, it's over.
So yeah, JFK is back. So I guess we finally have the answer to the age-old question. Yes, JFK would be a Republican if he was alive.
Yeah!
Yes!
He's currently every single county, the suburb, Massey is losing it by 9 or more points.
That's bad. Holy fuck. Yeah, John Lemon for 2. JFK is winning the primary. We see that.
I would not be as mad at Barris if he was just being, polite with people, kind of like how Mark Mitchell has been. But all throughout this freaking election, he has been nasty with people. He has repeatedly done the stupid bullshit meme where he gets out the seals clapping every single time like Trump does something, as if we're all constantly praising Donald Trump 24/7, which no. Every person on the stream criticized the Epstein, the release of the Epstein files and stuff like that. But guess what? We pushed back and said the Epstein files were not #1 to the voter, let alone to the people of Kentucky's 4th, which is a Trump plus 30 district. Like, yeah, of course freaking Gowron's gonna win this. Trump endorsed him. That's what matters. But also, like, Barris is like, oh, it's going to be a 50-50 race. It's going to be so freaking close. You changed your whole polls within a couple of days or each other. 1 second, you're like, oh, Massey's votes are super enthusiastic. They're going to vote for him. They're going to bail out this race. And then the next freaking poll you release, it shows that Massey's voters didn't care about this freaking race at all, and Gowron was more enthusiastic than Massey's voters. So, this is just ridiculous.
I've been waiting for this fucking moment since last year. Before last year, I never said a bad word about him. In fact, I defended him repeatedly. But after the last fucking year, all I can say is this.
Decision Desk has called it.
Rich Barris!
Eat you! Shit! You know what? I'm gonna say this. Fuck you, I was right. It's really razor fist thing.
Fuck you, you strawberry crack addicted, ridiculous raw.
Okay, let's not go that far. Listen,
Alright, sorry.
No, I'm sick and tired of this asshole. Every time anybody brings up a point of just, hey, maybe you're wrong here. It just, what I hate about this is the arrogance from these people. I fucking hate that. Like, okay, fine, you have your opinion about Massey, whatever. Don't fucking call everybody a cultist or a PDF protector because you're against Massey. Fuck you, you piece of shit. How many people has he insulted or called a cultist or got paid off by Israel in the last year? How many fucking people? Thousands. And his best friend Barnes blocks anybody that criticizes him or questions anything he says.
And then threatens to sue them.
By the way, hey Robert Barnes, how's your bet looking? Oh, it's a free bet. It's gonna be a landslide for Massey. How is that looking right now?
So Barris is saying that the leaders for Massey that he mentioned in his poll was real. They were leaning towards Massey, but they simply didn't go out and vote.
Fuck you! No, we're not playing this damn game. We're not. You know why we're not playing this game? Because it looks like right now turnouts.
You know who would have gone with the vote? Turning Point USA.
Yeah, that would've been nice. Guys, you know why that's bullshit? Because Robert Barnes, not even a day ago, was saying we're gonna have over 100,000 voters vote and Thomas Massey wins. Guess what? It looks like we're gonna have over 100,000 voters vote. We're on pace for it at least. We're not doing this. No, we're not playing this game.
I am very curious to see the age breakdown of this because if I recall, Barris said like there's never been an election in this primary where the old vote has been like 55% of the electorate.
Just wow. I cannot believe that he's actually. Do not let these people live us down. Do not ever let these people live us down.
Make them feel stupid. Make them understand they are fucking idiots and they need to repent for their heresy.
Just admit you're wrong, dude. Stop digging your own grave. What? How does this help you?
Dig in your grave, start digging in your butt, please.
Stop. But seriously, like, how does this help you? You cannot just say, oh, the leaders. No, you were just wrong. You were wrong.
Investigate Rich Bears for insider trading. That is what he's been doing. He has
wait, what did he do? Say that again.
Okay, he has said, as I'm speaking, like a minute ago, he said that he accidentally bought Gallrain plus 5 to 10, and then he capped out, and he accidentally bought it.
That is the world's worst, most unforced self-report for insider trading I've ever fucking heard. Jesus Christ.
Rich Barris is sus.
He fucking knew. I'm being dead. I have a contact of the White House for that. Like, unironically, if you know somebody in the White House, anybody in the DOJ, contact them. There needs to be an actual investigation of this shit.
He's saying as well that Massey's poll had the race super close, and that helped convince him.
What?
that like Massey's polling, like internal polling, had the race super close. So
I
close
was
to their
right.
polls.
They're fucking manipulating the betting markets. I'm serious. If somebody knows somebody at the RNC or the DOJ or somewhere, contact them. But this is actually, you know, this could actually like fuck with people's livelihoods and be fucked over because of this. That's insider trading.
It would have been different if he didn't admit to it. Like, I could have still given him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just being stupid. No.
If he
he's just 100%.
You know, it reminds me of like a certain quote where it's like, always accuse your enemies of what you were already doing.
That's a 12. That's an Elon Omar level of excuse there. Yeah, that's a shit Omar would say. Oh, I don't know why my net worth is 30 million.
Whoa.
I don't know why that's the case. I don't know what happened there. That's IRS's fault. Release the
Pretty
Bears
much it looks like their explanation right now is that the
Congratulations, Qantas. They're the best pollster. But okay, Brandon, can you send me that the thing with the Bears thing about the cash out thing, please? Because if that's the case, I got to talk to Mark about that. I'm gonna say this publicly. We may kick Bears off the pollster scorecard if that's real. I got to talk about that because if that's real, you cannot have that. No. Again, I shouldn't really say that, but if that's actually real, he said that. He should not be taken seriously on any polling scorecard or anything.
Yeah.
You cannot have that. I don't care. I don't care which way it is. If it's at goal range or if it's Massey plus 10 or what, it doesn't matter. If there is insider trading, if he actually said that, I think it's time. You got to. You have to hold somebody accountable. Just wow. Oh my gosh. I'm just stunned.
I mean, it's very possible that, like, Qantas probably even underestimated Galrain in this.
And they got shat on. Everybody say they're a fake pollster that bought up by the White House.
Congratulations, Qantas, for proving that you're, like, the only reputable fucking pollster right now.
Yeah. I think that like, I don't want people to miss the point here. The point of that bill is that all of those people in Congress knew what those files already contained. They knew what was there. They lied about it to you. And when it came out, it was a giant bunch of fucking nothing. So what was the actual point? If Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna knew what was in those files before it was released, what was the point? It was to obstruct the Attorney General's office. It was to force the DOJ to make a million fucking name censorships that they are required by law to do. It was to waste time in our very precious administration, distracting us from all of the really important shit and doing this completely useless rabbit hole that completely tanked our reputation during the fucking administration. It was so stupid. I despise Ro Khanna. I despise Thomas Massey, and they all deserve to lose. They deserve to lose and be crushed and never have political influence ever again.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with the Epstein files, and this is a problem with the median voter.
Where the Democratic Party successfully got someone who wants your, I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm gonna keep fucking bringing up Jay Jones because he's the most pertinent example. The Democratic Party has no fucking issue with nominating and getting people elected who openly fantasize about wanting to shoot you, kill you, and have your wife hold your children bleeding out in your arms so they can prove a point about gun control. They promote the most psychotic, unhinged, evil fucking people, and the Republican base is fucking done playing ball with these people. But you still have idiots like Thomas Massey, you still have idiots like John Cornyn, Bill Cassidy, who want to play ball with these people. They want to continue fucking pretending that we're back in the 90s and the 80s where the Democrats and Republicans can play together. No, the Democratic Party is run by the most psychotic people imaginable. They want you dead. They want you displaced. They don't care about white people. They don't care about the white working class. They don't care about Christ. They want you dead. They want you replaced, and they will do that at any fucking cost.
Take up for 5. Rap, don't be upset. These Texans don't just
Yes.
Overall, we need to talk about why Republicans are doing so well in California early voting.
I have a theory.
I think, well, yeah, their state fucking sucks.
Yeah, their state's dog shit.
But yeah, I mean, I think California Republicans, unless it's redistricting, are like actually high propensity. Especially when it comes to like some of these races.
I think a lot of them kind of realize this is their fucking last chance. This is their fucking last chance.
Yeah, because they have a chance at locking out Democrats in the governor's race, which they won't anymore because that ship is basically sailed.
Fucking Trump, damn it! That's one thing I hate that he did.
Yeah, Becerra is now basically, it's going to be Hilton versus Becerra. Becerra's going to get like dictator margins with the Hispanics and everybody, and then all the other candidates will get whatever's left with the white vote. But yeah, but even then, I mean, Hilton and Bianco, they're energizing Republicans. Spencer Pratt is energizing the hell out of Republicans in Los Angeles. I think Bass versus Pratt runoff is guaranteed.
Shit show. That'd be glorious to watch.
Pratt might do the impossible.
I just think that the thing with Pratt is like, he is running a perfect campaign. He is running a perfect campaign, and people are just sick and tired of this shit going on in LA. I mean, you're
fed up with this crap, as you always say.
Well, they are. Look at LA right now. They still have yet to rebuild up the fires. They refuse to do so. People are getting sick and tired of it. And I think that's what's going on here. The Republican Party in California, they're realizing this is their last chance. Because the Democrat Party's fractured in California. They have 50 people running. All that.
Yeah, and you see the progressive attack Spencer Pratt for living in a hotel, which is kind of ironic for a progressive. You know, they're supposed to be, the working class. They're supposed to have, they're supposed to cry crocodile tears for the working class, and they're attacking Spencer Pratt for living in a hotel. Kind of elitist, elitist. Really
just rebuild your house. They can't rebuild their houses because the city refused to do anything.
Yeah, because Los Angeles is run by retards.
Well, yeah, it is.
Sorry, I said a bad word on your stream, Rap.
These people are dumb shit. They have no clue what they're doing. And now they're talking about banning like barbecues and stuff. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
They've already kind of legalized theft, which also Philadelphia's on the same thing.
And San Francisco.
Piece of shit. Yeah, they legalized theft. Banning barbecues. They're doing all this crazy shit.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think California 26 is going to have New York 2022 moment.
I'm getting that vibes.
Thank God. Yeah, I think California might probably have I could see them having the reddest environment of the midterms.
I think there's so many people in California fed up.
Came back.
Yeah, so last night for the Georgia Lieutenant Governorship, John F. Kennedy won the Republican primary, or he took first place.
Yes, he's coming back. He's coming back. They tried, the woke mob tried silencing him, but they weren't able to. It took him a couple years.
Took him like 50 years or 60 years.
Some might say 60 years, but he came back 63 years.
Oh, gosh.
And he's back.
Yeah, so he took first place. He forced a runoff. He's going to probably win because of the memes. But yeah, JFK won the primary last night.
And also, let's not forget, this proves the point that if he were alive today, he'd be a conservative Republican.
That's real. I think Trump should have stayed out of Texas Senate race now. If Cornell loses the primary, he'll block all legislation until January. Well, that's a serious concern.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm going to say something.
No, it's fine.
After yesterday, I think it's it's obvious to me, but I think it's fairly obvious to anyone with a brain that Trump has decided to postpone his legislative agenda. Trump is no longer focused on getting the BBB through. I think he came to the realization that after it failed, even after he was trying to get Thune to handle all that shit, that he is going to have to clean house in Congress, which thankfully he is, because Vance is going to need that, and 28 is also going to provide a lot of opportunities. Hopefully John Thune gets primaried. Let's get fucking Tom Cotton as Senate Majority Leader.
Or hell, just freaking Mike. Well, Mike Lee's never gonna get it, but I don't know. You gotta do better than Thune. People like Barris and others are saying, guys, high turnout helps Massey. How did that go here? How did that fucking go?
Ferris, I committed insider trading by manipulating the markets in Kalshi, and now I'm going to be investigated by the Department of Justice. But
I hope he does.
Ferris.
Fucking dumbass. Why would he admit that on stream? I can't get over that. It's like, you're going to admit...
The only way someone be stupid enough as to admit that is either A, they're genuinely stupid enough to think they can get away with it, or B, they are on drugs and not of a sound mind.
I think all the above.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is on drugs because of how he fucking looks.
It's just
the thing with the budget, and I'm probably the... Tyrone might be a little closer to me, but I'm probably the only person here who is like a real big government conservative. The problem with high spending, even though I support it, is that we spend a lot of money on bullshit. The welfare system in this country could be reformed pretty easily, and you could squeeze the hell out of it and still get the effect that you're wanting. It's that, that's the one thing I argue with libertarians on. The government spending is a little too high, not because it's actually too high, but because of what we spend it on. Half the shit that we send money to is just complete bullshit. And once you reform that, it's all wasteful spending. Thank you. That was the term I was trying to grab. So, it needs to be a big government, but it needs to be an efficient big government, not a wasteful, bloated big government. And that's where that's where I break from libertarians. They want a small government. I want a highly efficient big government.
I
would remind people that most countries, I'm not going to sit here and argue for socialized medicine, but countries with socialized medicine spend less per capita on healthcare than the United States does.
To be fair, there are some other reasons for that, but yeah.
There are other reasons for that. It's because we're such a fat, fucking unhealthy country, but we're a fat, unhealthy country because preventative care and, routine care gets passed over because we don't really pay for it. So what the US ends up doing, as stupid as it is we don't cover preventative health care, which means that 10 years down the line, now the government is paying for the expensive fix-the-fuck-up healthcare. So we're not preventing diabetes, we're treating it once it already happens. We're not preventing certain cancers, we're treating it after it happens. It's like this country somehow manages to have a fucking... it manages to both have a private healthcare system while also spending more per capita on healthcare in government spending than countries with socialized medicine. It's such fucking bullshit. And this is the most fucked up bullshit healthcare system in the entire world.
And just to tie it back in, because we're going off on a bit of a tangent. That's just one of many examples of how bad our healthcare system is, our welfare system in general is this bad. And the solution isn't to just axe shit. The solution is to just have an appropriately scaled and trained well enough workforce to be able to handle these things. But libertarians don't want to do that because they're all egotistical narcissists like Rand Paul and Thomas Massey.
Yep, breaking. DOJ indicts Raul Castro over fatal 1996 civilian plane shooting. The 94-year-old former president of Cuba was head of the military when two small airplanes from Brothers to the Rescue, a Cuban exile group, were shot down, killing 4 Americans. So, it finally happened. They just indicted the guy. Yeah, are we gonna yoink a second president? I think we're going to. I think we're gonna yoink another one. Now, he is a former president. He's like 90. He's 94, excuse me, but still kind of funny. Still kind of funny that he might get indicted. Well, he got indicted, but yeah, I'm starting to think the Castro regime is, well, no, this is actually, according to Barris, this is actually bad news. He's gonna get the death penalty if he's getting tried in South Florida. Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, he's gonna probably get, if it's tried in southern Florida, yeah. Good luck with the Cubans down there. But it's just wild to think that, Trump is about to, get rid of the Castro regime. And dumbasses like Bears are saying, this is unpopular with Cuban Americans. No, you're just dumb. You're just a hack. You have no clue what you're talking about. But congratulations to Marco Rubio for becoming the new president of Cuba. Yeah, it's just going to make Cubans more Republican, which I didn't think was possible, but Just watch. You're going to have people say this is going to make Cubans swing left. Like, they love the Cuban regime. Yeah, that's totally why they fled Cuba. Yeah, sure.
Ventilus, there are so many of these red-leaning or solid red states, and she continues to vote like a party line vote in spite of this when it comes to the appropriations bill, when it comes to the Save America Act. I don't remember what she was for the Save America Act, but even then,
she said she was willing to advance it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Susan Collins. Always bet on Susan Collins, guys. Always bet on Susan Collins.
She's a team player. That's all we're asking for some of these people. It's like, okay, you don't agree with Trump on everything. It's like with Thomas Massey. Okay, we get it. You're a libertarian. You have to be contrarian. We get that. But once in a while, try to pass something. Try to work with us.
Susan Collins is more liberal than Thomas Massey on the majority of issues. And she's still a team player. Unlike Tom Tillis. Unlike Bill Cassidy, unlike John Cornyn, unlike Lisa Murkowski, unlike Mitch McConnell, unlike Rand Paul. And Rand Paul is now starting to shape the fuck up because he knows Nate Morris and Donald Trump and JD Vance are coming for him next for all the bullshit that he's pulled. And he is desperate to keep his fucking
I've heard
seat.
he would just retire. Or I should say run for president. That's what I've heard.
He's going to run for president. To be perfectly clear, John Thune has refused to pass the Save America Act. He has refused to fund ICE and Border Patrol. He's blocked Trump's recess appointments, and now he's taken a 10-day vacation until the beginning of June. And he's probably going to extend it through June. Please tell me how John Thune is not a Democrat effectively at this point. Please tell me how.
They can't. Trump demanded the border funding on June 1st. And they just don't care. They're like, oh, we don't care. We can do whatever we want. That's why Trump is just done. He knows his legislation agenda's done. Yes, we got the big, beautiful bill got through, which is good. But my goodness, at this point, he's just banking on getting a bigger majority. That's what he's hoping for. Luke's going to do about that, but...
And now we have here. I'm going to post this. Now we have Tommy Tuberville calling for Thune and other Senate Republicans who voted against the bill to be stripped of their committees. We've got to play hardball. We've got several people that are not going to vote for the filibuster, or they're going to vote for some of the Democratic amendments. You say, listen, you got to do that. You're out as chairman of a committee. You're out immediately out. We got to put someone else in because that's the reason people stay here is to have power. But we do it because of seniority. We don't do it because of merit. We don't have the best people in some of these chairmanships, so we've got to do the right thing. It starts at leadership. We're going to go in. I'm going to listen to it. And if we don't make changes, we go out. We try to beg people to do things. It doesn't work. Put their feet to the fire. Let's go to work and let's work with President Trump.
Yeah, it's just there is right now, there is a growing split in the caucus. And now, thankfully, the good news for us, and this is kind of the reason we got to get a majority next year, is the Senate delegation is getting far better. I made a whole video on this a couple hours ago, but how many shit Republicans are gone after this year?
We've already we're on the pace of 2 senators being primaried already.
But since Cornyn is refusing to drop out and making this unnecessarily difficult and dropping even further money on it, which by the way, he should be stripped of all committees for that bullshit.
Yeah.
Texas Republican Chairman Abraham George called for both of them to cut the negative campaigning to stop wasting money
Paxton
on
did,
it
by the
to
way.
already unify. Paxton said he's going to stop it, and Cornyn immediately went and said, "Oh, you're gonna get your judgment." He literally said in verbatim, "You're gonna get your judgment day." You're gonna get your judgment day. Fuck you, John Cornyn. You old fucking fossil. I am embarrassed to have voted for you in 2020. I am embarrassed to have ever voted for you, period. I should have never voted for you. I have not voted for Greg Abbott before, thankfully, but I can't wait to vote for Ken Paxton because I voted for Paxton as Attorney General, and now I get to vote for Ken Paxton.
Trump's campaign targeted working class households with economic populist messaging. His anti-work. What is this? With economic populist messaging, his anti-worker record?
Okay, that's Lovely.
Working class men, particularly manufacturing construction, saw Trump as more aligned with their cultural values than Democrat candidates. Gee, I wonder why.
No shit.
It's as
Probably
if Trump.
because they don't like trannies flashing their tits up in front of the White House. I'm sorry, that probably isn't gonna get us.
No, you're not wrong. I just can't get over this economic messaging, his anti-worker record. He started the no tax and tips thing that Harris stole in 5 minutes.
And probably took credit for it after. But,
oh, she did. Shrinking investment in industrial states had reduced Democrats' organizing capacity. Ohio's organizing density dropped significantly as manufacturing declined. Younger members' organized groups saw less partisan loyalty than previous. This is 2018 and 2016 shit. They're now talking about this? Oh gosh. Who do you think should run for chairman of the RNC? I wish Michael Watley could have just stayed there. Somebody think of an RNC chair, man. Somebody. I don't like. There's got to be somebody out there that's halfway decent. Who is the chair of the Tennessee GOP? Anybody know?
I don't know actually.
Somebody like that.
Scott Golden. Okay, yeah, Scott Golden.
Okay.
What else? I don't know. Matt Rinaldi, maybe. That could be a good one.
Perhaps.
Yeah, Matt Rinaldi would be a pretty solid pick.
Just you got to do something. You got to do something different. I do think
unless Trump doesn't like Rinaldi, because I think Rinaldi might have criticized Trump a few times.
Tyler Boyer. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just put Tyler Boyer in charge. Why not just merge TPUS or Turning Point Action with the RNC? They basically are in the first place.
Honestly, I'd probably just put Bowyer in charge of Turning Point, to be honest.